Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome to yours and mine, Cozy Corner. My name is Amanda, and on this channel, we talk about books, and more books. Okay, friends, so we have part 8 in the 5 for 10 or less series. This is a series where I introduce 5 books that cost no more than $10 from the various Goodwill stores. Now, the first book that I have is one that I think many people will easily recognize, especially if you love thrillers, and that is The Last Mrs. Parrish by Liv Constantine. So, as you can see here, the book is in good condition. It's not a pocket size, but it is smaller than the normal size book, which I forget what the normal size is, but I know this isn't it. But the words aren't tiny, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem for me. I do have a hard time seeing, even with these glasses sometimes. So I'm glad that the words aren't written that small on there. So, this is a psychological suspense mystery thriller. This is book number 1 in the Mrs. Parrish series. We have Amber Patterson, who is tired of being a nobody. She deserves more, a life of money and power like the one Daphne Parrish takes for granted. To everyone in the exclusive seaside town, Daphne and her real estate mogul husband, Jackson, are a couple straight out of fairy tale. Amber's envy could eat her alive if she didn't have a plan. Amber uses Daphne's compassion to insinuate herself into the family's life, and before long, Amber is Daphne's closest confidant and growing closer to Jackson. But will a skeleton from Amber's past crumble her well laid plan into pieces? Does this book sound like another book to you guys? If it does, leave it in the comment and let me know if that synopsis reminds you of another book. Book number 2 is The Nurse's Secret, a novel by Amanda Skenador. Guys, this looks like a brand new book. It just seems like an older book, with the yellowing of the pages, that oxidation, but looks like a brand new book. Okay. Words are written fairly nicely in here, so I think that may not be a real issue. So this is going to be probably for my historical fiction girlies here, because this is a mystery, suspense, historical fiction. In the slums of the 1880s New York, Anna Kelly has grown up to be a rough and tumble grifter, able to steal a pocketbook in 5 seconds flat. But when another con woman pins her for a murder she didn't commit, Anna is forced to flee. Running from the police, Anna lies her way into an unlikely refuge, the nursing school at Bellevue Hospital. At first, Anna balks at her prim classmate and the doctor's endless commands. Yet, life on the streets has prepared her for the horrors of injury and disease found on the wards, and she slowly gains friendship and self respect. Just as she finds her footing, Anna's suspicions about a patient's death put her at risk of exposure and will force her to choose between her instinct for self preservation and exposing her identity in order to save others. I know I'm going to love this book. I know I'm going to love this book. If I don't love this book, I'm going to be upset because I think I'm going to love it. And I want to love it because it sounds so good. Can't wait to read this one. Okay, book number 3. Book number 3 is actually a book that I am going to read for the Jellyfish Reading Challenge. And this is Every Fallen Star by Sungju Lee and Suzanne McClellan. And again, another book that looks darn near brand new. Okay. The writing in here is a little small for my liking. Like I said, it really is a little difficult for me to read these small print, which I think I must, unfortunately, have to start getting books that are large print because it does become a bit trying with the words being so small for me to see it. But good condition. Like I said, you can tell it's a little wear here, but not much of anything. So this is a memoir of Sung Ju Lee, who at the age of 12 was forced to live on the streets of North Korea and fend for himself. He tells what it was like to be separated from his parents, to be alone, to have to create new family with his gang, his brothers, to be hungry every day, and to fear arrest, imprisonment, and even execution. Can't wait to read that. I'm trying to think. I don't know if this will be my first memoir of 2026, but I believe it will be. So I look forward to reading that. Okay, so book number 4, I also believe that this is a book that probably everyone has heard of, especially those that enjoy thrillers. And that is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. Now, this book didn't come with the cover page on it, which I was okay with because a lot of times, especially when I'm reading it, I take that jacket off anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. Now, the book itself has been in here, and it looks pretty good, but you can definitely tell that it was read, which is absolutely fine because again, that's what you're supposed to do with the books. You're supposed to read them, so I'm not bothered by that because the book itself still looks like it's in pretty good condition. So, this is a contemporary mystery suspense thriller, and this is where a wife goes missing on her anniversary, leaving her husband as the prime suspect in a twisted tale of deception and dark secrets. I have heard so many good things about this book. I really cannot recall anyone saying anything negative about this book. I just can't recall it. And I'm one of those people, I will read some books that comes out within, that particular year, whatever year it is. But a lot of times I like to wait, especially if the book is really hyped, because I'm one of those people, if in my mind this book is really hype and everybody's saying it's so great, then even though I tell myself, hey, don't hype the book up, just read it and try and get through it. In my mind, I'm still expecting it to be up here. And then I may read it and feel disappointed. So I don't mind waiting a couple, you know, a year, two, several, years after the fact before I will actually read a book, unless it's just one that is just pressing, like if Brahm puts out something, or Miss Kennedy Ryan, yes, I'm probably going to pick that thing up and read it immediately. But other books, I can wait and read them because again, I don't like for them to be too hyped because I don't want to expect that much out of the book. And also, like I love to listen to like synopsis of books because if you just give me, a couple of weeks, I'm probably not going to remember every detail that you said about that book anyway, assuming you didn't give away spoilers or anything like that. So, like I said, I know several people who have read this book and they all love it. So, look forward to reading this one. Okay, book number 5, the last on the list here. So I have The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander. Again, just like the rest of the books, it looks brand new. The lettering is a little small, and it's a little light, but we're going to get through that. Now, this is a nonfiction book and it deals with politics, race, and social justice. This is actually a book. It's not from my reading challenge. I have another prompt thing that I use that I've been using for a while, and that's what I'm going to read this book for for that prompt, but I can't remember. I can't remember which month it's scheduled for. But anyway, this is the new Jim Crow. Examines how mass incarceration and the war on drugs created a new racial caste system, effectively continuing racial discrimination despite former colorblindness. So that's going to be definitely an interesting read. Can't wait to read that one as well. Okay, guys, so that is it for part 8 of the 5 for 10 or less series. Here are all 5 books again. And if you have read any of these books, please let me know in the comment section. I mean, I know that's something that we say all the time, but seriously, I would like for you to put that in the comment section and let me know what you thought of the book. Your thoughts, they really do matter to me. So if you would, please do that. And also, if you wouldn't mind, please like, share, and subscribe because I need you guys to, and I appreciate it. Thank you all, and I will catch you later. Bye.